Dad called you a weird-looking dude.
Did he really?
He did.
I think we're on right now, so good morning, everybody. I'm Shawn Hansen. This is Saturday, my first Saturday show ever. I have with me a very special guest. He's the lead singer of the Dropkick Murphys. Well, he'll be the lead singer when they retire. And he's a future Broadcasting Hall of Famer, Brian the Limo McCauley.
What's up, Hansen?
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's been, you were on a year ago.
Yep.
From 2 days ago.
Yes,
so
it was.
May 24th, 2011, you were on my show.
Yes.
What took you so long to get back on the show? You're just so busy.
Well, yeah, I mean, you didn't offer at an earlier time.
Hey, don't tell everybody that.
Okay.
There's my booking agent.
Right.
And that's me.
That's you.
Yeah. But Brian, you are a student at the Perkins School for the Blind in Watertown. You're in your 10th year.
Uh-huh.
And you're starting a radio show Wednesday, May 30th.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about when your first radio class was with teacher Matt Carlson, and how many classes have you had with him, and tell me about everything you learned from Matt Carlson.
Sure. Well, my first class was the first week of May. No, sorry. January.
Yep.
And it was pretty fun. Went over a few rules, and it was a very wonderful class. Very laid back, very relaxed. And I've just learned a lot, like panel, and talked about how to line up for shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been fun doing it.
Now, does he have radio experience as well?
Yes.
When did you meet him?
I met him in January.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got radio experience. He used to have his own show a year ago.
Mm-hmm. What was that called?
I think his DJ name was MC Carlson or something like that.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So he told me about how he used to do radio, and went to school at Berkeley, and all that good old stuff.
Has he been teaching at Perkins for a while?
No, it was first year.
Yeah. Oh, the first year?
First year teaching.
And speaking of firsts, it's going to be your first radio show at the school.
Ever.
And the first radio show ever in the 183-year history at Perkins.
Yes, it is.
So that's pretty cool, because the school's been around since 1829.
Yep.
And you come into the school, you knock on the doors, and you say, hey, let's have a show. Let's make this. Let's make this something.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think about that? What's going through your mind for having one of the first radio shows ever?
I actually feel very good about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've always felt good, but I feel extra good about this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's really gratifying, and it's exciting. I'm the first guy to go on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's really good. Well, I congratulate you.
Thanks.
And your co-host is Javier, is it Michelle?
Yes.
Yeah. He's from Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, Brooklyn, New York.
He's a Yankees fan.
Yes,
You're a Red Sox fan.
Exactly. I give him all that. I give him a lot of stuff about that.
So that's why you're the host and he's the co-host, because the
Exactly.
Yankees are a little bit lower than we are.
Exactly.
But on his list, the Red Sox are a little lower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly right, man.
But tell me a little bit about Javier, about how long you've known him, and what are his thoughts for the radio show? What are you guys talking about to make the radio show what you want it to be?
Well, let's see. What am I talking about the radio show? Well, about the radio show, Javier's excited. I've known him for about a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
We get along great. And he bounces off of me. Like, when I say something smart and serious and intelligent and regular, he'll just come up with some random thing that comes up in his mouth. He'll just start saying it. And a lot of the times, like, I'll tell you, the last time I had the class with Matt, he wanted to play a song that had a swear in it.
Yep.
And Matt said no, and Hyde was like, come on, just and he goes, just let me play it, Matt. Just let me play it. And
so that's a no-go.
That's a no-go.
What song was that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So speaking of songs, you're going to be opening the show with 10 seconds of the
Tessie.
Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, Tessie, yep.
Mm-hmm. So the show's going to start, and tell me a little bit about, actually give me a preview of how you're going to introduce the show.
Well, do you want me to pretend it's like me doing Tessie?
Yeah, you can, Tessie finished playing,
Okay.
and it says 2, 3, 4.
Well,
They scream 2, 3, 4.
Well, I got an idea. Why don't you do that, and I'll just...
Sing the song.
Yeah.
I'll just say 2, 3, 4.
All right. Yeah, but how they do it?
2, 3, 4.
Tessie, that's in agree. You're listening to the Sports Attack with B-Mac.
And then what else are you going to say?
I'm going to say, good evening, everybody. It is the Sports Attack. I'm your host tonight, Brian McCauley, here with my co-host, Shawn Hansen.
Oh,
well, that's just
nice.
for right now.
Yep.
But I'd say I'm here with my co-host, The Jam, a.k.a. Javier Michelle. And this is our first live show ever on May 24th, 2012. And that's how I'm going to start it. And then we'll just talk about, whatever occurs.
Mm-hmm.
The day before.
And you're going to talk about the 4 major sports. You're going to talk about the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Bruins, and
all
Celtics.
the time, man. All the time, everywhere. Yep.
Right now, you got your Rajon Rondo jersey on,
yes,
your shirt on, and you're not wearing a Kevin Garnett shirt.
No.
What if he's watching the show?
What if he is watching the show?
What if he's saying, "Hey, I thought I was his favorite fan," and then he starts crying.
Yeah,
and then he can't play tonight in Game 7 because he's so just emotionally depressed about you wearing a Rondo shirt.
Yeah. That would be kind of funny to see with the reporters. But then they go, KG, what's your deal? They go, man, he wearing my shirt. That's not right.
But Rondo would be excited.
Yeah.
He's wearing a shirt. But, tell me your thoughts about your first show. How are you gonna fit everything in? Because you're gonna be interviewing the president of Perkins, Steve
Rothstein.
You're gonna be interviewing the vice president of Berkeley,
Larry Simpson,
and you're gonna be interviewing a staff member of Perkins. Do you know who that is yet?
I'm thinking about getting maybe Pat Ryan.
Mm-hmm. And who is Pat Ryan?
He works at the school as well. He's a TA. Maybe I'll get him, or maybe I'll get one of the staff, Doug Trudell.
Are they one of your teachers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, one of the TAs.
What are they?
Teaching assistants.
What do they do?
They help the kids out, take the kids to classes, do transfers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
So, out of the 4 main sports, roughly how long are you going to talk about each sport?
5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And roughly how long are you going to interview these different people?
Same thing. Probably 5-10 minutes.
That's good. Are you going to have any commercial breaks? Or
no.
Anything? Yeah.
No commercial breaks.
Just a straight hour with B-Mac and the Jam?
Straight hour, and then we'll play maybe maybe a song or 2. Not really songs, but just, little tags and stuff.
That's great.
Yeah.
So May 30th, Wednesday, and I talked to Marilyn Byer, and she told me it's going to be the launch party on the 30th.
Yep.
Is anyone invited to this?
Yes. You are.
Oh, thank you very much. I haven't received my invitation yet, though.
Yeah, you have.
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, I invited you. Yes, my mom and dad are coming.
Yep.
Maybe some of my relatives.
Oh, very nice. And there's going to be the launch party. There's going to be some other shows as well as your show.
Yes, there will. One called Country in Space, which is hosted by Ashley Bernard and Michelle Smith.
Yep.
And I'm hosting the event with my friend Ashley Bernard actually on the microphone. We're going to do a live speech with a script and stuff like that.
Is there going to be any other shows?
Just those 3 that I know of right now. They might add some more, but
in the show that they play first, whose show are they going to play first?
Mine.
That's good. So your show is the first show.
Yes, it is.
That's good.
And from then on, it's every Monday,
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5.
Yeah, because this is a special occasion on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then the week after Labor Day, after Memorial Day weekend, rather,
Yes.
they're going to be starting every Monday.
Yep.
And that's from 4 to 5?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that pre-taped and then played later, or how does that work?
No, it's all live.
Everything's live?
Right.
Okay.
But sometimes if like we're not going to be like near the show that day, we would pre-record it.
Mm-hmm. Now, after each show, they're going to be archived at Perkins Radio.
Yes.
It's not going to be online?
Yes, it will be online.
Is it going to be archived so people
Yes.
can listen back?
Yes.
Okay. So that's perkinsradio.org.
No, Perkins.org.
Perkins.org.
Or there will be a button that says radio. You can hit that as well.
That's good.
So
after each show, are you going to get a copy of the CD and keep it yourself?
Yep. I'm actually going to get a CD of all my shows that I've done during the week.
Now, you haven't started your show yet, but what are your greatest hits?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
What will Brian McCauley's greatest hits be? Meaning, what will your best interviews be?
Kevin Garnett, Ken Casey, Al Barr, Scruffy Wallace, James Lynch, Mark Vero, Jeff DeRosa, and Matt Kelly, and Shawn Hansen.
Shawn Hansen, I heard he's pretty stuck up.
No, you're not.
But that's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, because when I met you, it was a few years ago at the sports shows at the Shriners, and you were actually talking to Mo Vaughn that day.
Yes.
And Cecil Fielder.
Yes, I was.
They were at a table like we're at right now, just a round table, and Cecil was signing autographs. Mo Vaughn was signing autographs. These were for the companies.
Yep.
And you were talking to Mo and Cecil. Tell me a little bit about what you remember from that.
Oh, man, just Cecil beating on Mo all the time. Saying like, yeah, you know what, harass him when he comes over here, okay?
Yeah.
All that stuff.
They seem like good guys, though.
They did.
And you were talking to Mo and everything, and I remember Cecil was saying, hey, what about me? I won a World Series with the Yankees.
Yeah. And I said, no, you didn't.
Yeah. And what did he say then?
He was like, who rocks now, pal?
Yeah.
How can we get in touch with Cecil? We should get in touch with Cecil Fielder.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
And then we got Charlie Scott and Patrick Chung. That was fun.
Let's talk about Charlie Scott for a second. I thought he was a great guy. He was funny. I mean, what are your feelings about Charlie Scott?
I think he could be a comedian.
Hey, why don't you confess to our viewers what you did accidentally twice in a row?
Well, it was April Fool's Day the next day, so just to lighten the day and lighten everybody's spirits, I called Charlie Scott Earl Lloyd. And he laughed. He's like, Earl Lloyd's not here yet. And he was Charlie Scott. He played with the Celtics. And then the second interview, I'm like, so, I'm Shawn Hansen. Today is such and such a day. I'm here with Charlie Scott of the New York Knicks. And he said, wait a minute, man. I didn't play for the Knicks. I played for the Celtics. So we did a take 3 of the interview. I'm Shawn Hansen. I'm here with Charlie Scott of the Boston Celtics, not the New York Knicks or Lakers. And then we went from there.
Nice.
But he was a funny guy. Like afterwards I said, you know, you guys were the only 2 in the room, so I was trying to brighten your day up.
Yep.
And he said, no, you weren't. You don't know who I am. You're going to go on Google next time before you talk to me.
Talk to you.
Yeah. That was fun, though.
Yeah, it was.
We were talking. It was me, you, Patrick Chung of the Patriots, and Charlie Scott, the Celtics.
Patrick Chung was a great guy too.
Yep.
Nice guy. Said he'd come on my show.
Were you there when I said, did you? Yes. I said to him, did people ever call you Will Smith?
Yes. He goes, yes. When I was younger, I used to get that a lot. I grew up, man. I grew up.
And then he said he was a fan of Fresh Prince.
He was, yes.
So tell me, so you got your radio show. Your big inspiration is Kevin Harlan.
Yep.
And he's your hero. And you met Kevin Harlan this past year. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Yeah. I asked him about broadcasting the games, and he said that he likes broadcasting. And he goes, "What's like broadcasting?" "Well, I'm in Boston and I'm in the Garden. And watching Kevin Garnett's pretty good, isn't it?" "Yeah, I like it." And then I said, "Kevin, I think the Celtics will get better over time." He goes, "I like your voice. You have a good voice."
That's good. Wow.
And I said, "Would it be okay if I could give you a call sometime?" And he goes, "Yeah, let me give you my email address."
Mm-hmm.
He gave me his email address.
And you guys have been talking since?
Yeah.
Pen pals?
He's very good about getting back to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you tell him, did you say, "Kevin, you've been my hero for so long"?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What did he say to that?
He was really impressed by that one.
That's cool.
And he goes, "Wow."
Was that the Celtics-Oklahoma game?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And they lost that game, right?
Yes.
So what do you think? Because I remember you saying that you'd like to see the Celtics and Lakers in the finals.
I would.
The Lakers are out, though.
I'd like to see Celtics in Miami.
Celtics in Miami?
Yes.
And then who would you like to see in the championship series?
Celtics.
Celtics in Oklahoma or something?
Sure. Yes.
KP will be back.
KP battling out
The Kendrick
with KG.
Perkins School for the Blind.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not the name of the school?
It's Perkins.
Kendrick Perkins isn't the president?
No, he's not.
Ah, that must have been a rumor I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, your first show is Wednesday, May 30th,
Yep.
2012. This is a historied moment. The first show ever at the Perkins School of Blind since 1829.
For the blind. You messed it up.
Perkins School for the Blind.
You said a blind.
Of blind.
Okay.
Since 1829. And you told me about your first show. Tell me about your second show, which will be in June.
Yeah.
How's that going to go?
Well, we're going to talk about the Pats
Mm-hmm.
a lot and Red Sox.
Do you have anyone lined up for an interview?
I'm going to try and get Steve Lyons on. I'm going to try and get Jim Lonborg on.
Mm-hmm. That'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You met them before, too, at
Yes,
the
I did.
Shriners shows. Tell me about that.
He was a good guy, Jim Lonborg. Jim goes, is this going to go on YouTube?
Yeah.
My recorder.
What did you say?
I said no.
Yeah. And what about Steve Lyons?
He was a great guy, too.
Yeah.
He gave me his number and email address.
Mm-hmm.
His house phone number, cell phone number, and personal email address of Steve Lyons.
Personal email.
Mm-hmm. He's a good guy.
That's good. And now, do you go to a lot of sporting events throughout the year?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Signings.
You go to a lot of Red Sox games, mostly Celtics? Or?
Mostly Celtics,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, tell me about the game tonight. Are you going to watch the game?
Yes.
The 76ers?
Yep.
What is going to be the result of the Celtics 76ers game?
108-107.
108-107? A
Yeah.
close game.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the star for the Celtics?
KG.
How many points?
20 points.
Mm-hmm. How many rebounds?
14 rebounds.
What about assists?
10.
And now you play some basketball too.
I do, and I do it, and I play it well.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been playing for?
For years, dude. I beat the lights out of everybody.
Oh yeah? Dude, can you dunk?
Yes.
Yeah. Do like a Vince Carter?
No, I do it like Shaq.
Yeah. Shaq, did you hear about him?
Yes.
Yeah. You think he'll be back with Orlando?
No, he's not. He declined that offer.
Yeah.
He said he has no interest in doing that.
That'd be something though if he went back to Orlando.
That would
Or
be
if he
something.
started his career again and played with Orlando.
How would you be able to do that? Restart your career over again? That'd be kind of cool though. If you just restart from the beginning.
And then he'd be like the same awesome Shaq that he was back in the early 90s.
Yeah, and then he'd come back from his end of the career, and then he'd beat the regular guy again.
Now, KG is your favorite player all time for basketball. Who's your second, third, fourth, and fifth favorite players?
Pierce,
Top five.
Pierce, Ray Allen, Shaq, Davis,
Mm-hmm.
and Avery Bradley and Greg Steamsma,
That's good.
who I've met before.
You met Greg Stiesma?
And Avery Bradley, yep.
How were they?
Nice guys.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And you met Pedroia.
I did.
Yeah.
At, what was it, at the mall place?
Burlington Mall.
Burlington Mall.
Salem 5.
Yep, Salem 5.
Yep.
I asked him for an interview, and what did he say?
He gave you his the contact information for the Red Sox to call
the
him.
media,
Yeah.
Director.
So at Perkins School for
the blind.
I emphasize for because it's not at the blind.
Right.
But at the school you go to, there's summer session, but you're going to be finishing up school in June. Roughly what date?
June 23rd.
And then do you have a week off, and then you go back?
and then go back for the summer.
And then you have 5 weeks off?
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Okay. So when you have that week off, there's no show that week?
No, there's no show.
And then when you have August off, there's no show?
There's no show during August.
Okay. So are they going to play like
pre-recorded
previews?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah, pre-recorded
of the past shows?
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, they will.
So tell everybody who's watching this show right now, for your show at the Perkins Radio,
sure,
anyone can call in. Tell them what that number is and how they can call in.
Sure. Viewers, give us a call. Give me a call, actually, at 617-972-7677.
And repeat that number a couple more times.
Sure. 617-972-7677.
And do your broadcast voice now.
617-972-7677.
That's good. Wow, you do have a good voice.
Yes.
And so you want to be a basketball broadcaster.
Yeah.
Say you were broadcasting the game tonight at the Garden.
Okay.
And the game did come down to the last minute.
Sure.
You said it was going to be 108 to 107.
Yep.
It's right now it's 107 to 106. The Sixers have the lead with 20 seconds left. Kevin Garnett has the ball.
Yep.
He dribbles into the paint. He shoots. It goes in. They win 108 to 107, like you predicted.
Yep.
How would you broadcast that?
Pass it to Garnett. Garnett. 5 seconds. 4. Garnett. He shoots. It's in! It's in! It's in! It's in! Kevin Garnett seals the victory, and they're going to the second round.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And the crowd goes wild.
The crowd goes wild. Yeah, that's how I would do it.
So let's get back to your radio show, because I interviewed you, and the article came out in the Tewksbury Advocate, the preview article.
Sure.
And you said after each of your shows, you're going to conclude your show with saying, nice.
Yes.
How's that going to sound? And tell me a little bit about where you got this, because this is going to be the thing you say that people remember, your catchphrase.
Yes, I got it from a friend of mine who's a cop in North Reading, Jay Conley. He's a cop. He had a cable show called Sports Fun Around. He's got a radio show called Sports Fun Around. And he always said it, nice! So I've kind of got it from him.
Oh, that's good.
So after every segment, I go, nice!
So you're going to conclude the show. What are you going to say?
We want to thank you for coming in. This has been the Sports Attack with B-Mac and the Jam. We'll see you next week, folks. Nice!
That's awesome.
Yep.
And so you're going to have your shows Wednesday, May 30th, 2012, 4 to 5. Wednesday, May 30th, 2012, 4 to 5 p.m.
Yep.
Just so people can remember, Wednesday, May 30th, 2012, 4 to 5 p.m.
Yep.
Perkins.org/radio.
Or if there might be, but there's going to be a button that says radio too. You go to the site. Or you can do
like
either way. Either way, it doesn't matter. So
perfect. So tell me a little bit about the summer. Do you have any sporting events that you're going to go to, or any concerts?
Yeah, I do have something coming up. It's about Blood, Sweat, and Tears in June.
Oh, you're going to that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm going to be there too.
You liar. Yeah.
That is so cool.
We got to get to hang out with them for a long time.
Yeah, you're going to get to meet the crew.
The crew.
Got to meet Blood, Sweat, and Tears after the concert and meet.
I want to romance the girls. I want to romance the girls too. Andrea and the other girl.
Yeah, and Jens Wendelboe.
Jens Wendelboe.
Andrea Valentini and Jens Wendelboe.
Yep.
After the show, there'll be Jens McCauley and Andrea McCauley.
Are they married?
I don't know. We could ask them. They've had 140 bandmates in their band in their 45-year career.
Jeez.
That's a lot of people. They nicknamed the band the Saturday Night Live of music because all the celebrities go in and they go on to bigger careers or something like that.
Jeez.
Even though Blood, Sweat, and Tears is a well-known band worldwide, they're always touring.
They're always touring.
But, what else do you have going on?
Well, just kind of, going to be chilling out, thinking about the show for when it comes up again. Just going to be swimming and have fun.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you go away during the summer? Or?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been to Cancun recently.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
That was awesome. I met a lot of girls there. Got some numbers.
How many numbers did you come back with?
Jeez, over 100.
Wow. Jeez.
Yep.
At your age, I don't think I came back with one. The only number I came back with was maybe 911 because they were looking for me.
That's emergency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could result in problems.
Yep.
But so what do we do with this show? Do we air this show or do we not air this show? Because you're wearing the Rondo shirt.
Which show?
This show we're having right now. Do we air it?
We air this show
on BCAT, and we air it on YouTube. So do we air it now, or do we retape the show and have you wear a Kevin Garnett jersey? Or?
No, we air it now, but I want to quickly just tell you real quickly about meeting Ken Casey. It was at a event, a hockey event in Tewksbury. It was a place called Breakaway Rink. It was a hockey tournament, which had Terry O'Reilly, Bob Sweeney, and Rick Middleton.
And how was it meeting them? What did they say?
It was really cool. Ken Casey's gonna come down to Perkins to do an interview.
Yeah, because he's locally from the area.
Yeah. And tell people when they get to do next year at St. Patrick's Day. When you tell our viewers about that.
Oh, yeah. He told you that he'd let you come on stage and sing.
Yep.
Are you going to sing Tessie?
Yes, I am.
That's good.
I told him about that being the theme song.
You're going to sing Tessie with them, and then your favorite band, your other favorite band, Smash Mouth. You sung with Steve.
I sang with Steve.
And tell me about that experience.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I just casually asked him. And he said, yes, we can do it.
What song did you sing?
I'm a Believer.
You're a believer in me. And so, speaking of singing, you were with Smash Mouth that day. You'll be with the Dropkick Murphys this upcoming St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
And you sing yourself in the chorus, which we talked about before.
Yep. And
the new thing that you started is you started singing in the Watertown Beacon Band.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. It includes the members Michael Cody on bass, Jared Miller on guitar, Matt Rakowski on guitar, Matt Carey, who's a staff in May Cottage, drums, and Robert Evans, who one of my other friends plays the guitar as well, and Miles Butler plays the guitar.
Miles Butler.
Yeah.
And who started this band?
Michael Cody did.
Michael Cody? C-O-T-E?
Yes.
Cody or Cote?
Cody, C-O-T-E.
And is he a schoolmate of yours?
Yeah, he is.
What grade is he in?
He's the same grade as me.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your school day. What classes do you take, and how long is the school day?
It goes from 8:10 to 4 o'clock. And I have English, history, chorus, as you know, computer class.
Mm-hmm.
And I email people during break time when I have a break time. That's cool.
That's where those emails are.
Yes.
I was wondering, I was like, are you doing your homework?
Yeah.
So, what class do you like the best?
Computer class is probably the best one.
That's good. And this upcoming, is starting in September, you're going to be in your 11th year. Is it considered junior year for you?
Yeah.
So, what classes are you going to take then? The same classes or?
I think I'll be taking sex ed too.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be moving to a different cottage at that point.
Are you going to live there?
No. No, I was going to be moved up to a different cottage.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks. I'm in Oliver right now.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Okay.
moving up to Brooks.
So we have like a minute left. What I'm going to ask you is I'm going to start asking my guests what they think of my interview. What did you think about the questions I asked you? And what did you think of the overall experience you had today on the show?
Cool. There were good questions.
Mm-hmm.
I had a fun experience on the show, as always. And in the words of KG, you're a pleasure to be around.
Next time we'll have to do an impression show because you have the best impressions.
I do.
Oh boy. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Okay, man.
It was good.
You
Brian McCauley. Yep.
Before we go, what do you want to say to the Dropkick? Before we go, what would you tell Dropkick Murphys for my announcement if they got to meet and greet with me, only them? How would you introduce, like, if you had to have the room all quietly at one of my shows, and if they only got to meet me, them only backstage, how would you announce, like, how the meet and greet was going to go? Yeah, how would you do it, like, in your big, like, loud voice?
Oh, my broadcasting voice?
Yeah, broadcast voice.
I'd be like, listen up, everybody. You guys all have to leave the premises and the audience. Only bandmates of the Dropkick Murphys can meet Brian the Limo McCauley. He's future broadcast Hall of Famer, and when you meet him, even though you're worldwide right now, when you meet him, you'll be so famous, you'll be out of this world.
And what would you tell them, and how long would they get to meet you for? What would you say if they got to meet me? How many minutes would you tell them? You have about?
I'll say, you guys have 10 minutes, and then you gotta go, because he's got a room full of women that he has to talk to.
Cool.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Man. Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a good fun. Good time.
You want to take some pictures?